Free Japan Channel number 34. Today, 2024, May 27th. Monday here in Yokohama. The time is 6 p.m. So the night is gradually falling on. But this is early summer time. There is some light in the western sky. Dear friends, how are you doing? This is Matsumoto. Today's topic of FGC is Immigrants Plague Germany. This is the theme of today. Historically, Germany accepted immigrants. Immigrants means economic laborers, economic immigrants, not refugees, not political fugitives, but the immigrants who want to work in the foreign countries to earn money. Germany accepted these economic immigrants in 1950s and 60s. In 1961, Berlin Wall was built in August at the midst of summer, and East Germany people couldn't go to West Germany. So these East Germany people were the laborers, so to speak, in the West Germany. And West Germany was a capitalist country, so they always needed some labor capital. And East Germany provided this capital for West Germany in 1950s. But in 1961, Berlin Wall was built between East Berlin and West Berlin. And simultaneously, the national border between East Germany and West Germany was closed, so-called closed. So the West Germany couldn't have such labor force. And then the companies of West Germany turned to Turkey. Turkey was historically one of the allies of Germany, even Nazi Germany period. So the German people, especially executives of big companies, thought that Turkish people are good, helpful for their company management to fill the shortage of labor force. So many Turkish people went to West Germany, 1960s and 70s. Those days, the economic gap between West Germany and Turkey was so huge that the Turkish people, once they enjoyed the life of West Germany, didn't want to return to Turkey. So German people were thinking that these Turkish people were temporary workers who had to go back to their mother country, so Turkey, after some time. But these Turkish people didn't want to go back to Turkey because of the gap of living standard between West Germany and Turkey. So they were called guest workers. In German, Gastarbeiters. These Gastarbeiters, this is a very good word to designate the economic immigrants, settled down in West Germany, and the severe discrimination occurred between German people and Turkish people. In those days, Turkish immigrants were so-called labor slaves. So they couldn't go up the ladder, social ladder of hierarchy, and they had to clean the street, gather trash, and build construction, so on. These were the work which Turkish people did in West Germany. There were Turkish people who were teachers or intellectuals in their mother country, Turkey, but they did those construction work in West Germany. But they wanted to go there, and they wanted to live there, and they didn't want to go back to Turkey. And these Turkish people married and had children, and these children went to German school, of course, and their parents spoke Turkish, but these children are not so good at Turkish language. Then, as time goes by, these children had also their own children, so 1990s maybe. The third generation of Turkish labor force, then they could only speak German, not Turkish at all. Turkish language, they couldn't understand and speak it. In 2000, German people decided to coexist with these immigrant generations. It was the only choice for German people because they couldn't expel those immigrant descendants anymore from Germany, and they were indispensable labor force anyway in Germany. So they decided to coexist with immigrants, and German education reflected this trend change, but the discrimination remained, of course, racial discrimination and other discrimination. After that, not only Turkish people, but other Islamic people, and in the Chancellor Merkel regime, accepted so many Islamic people from Syria. It was 2015. So German people supported the acceptance of these so-called refugees. All of these people, Islamic people, head for Germany with their religious beliefs. As you know, Islamic people, men, could have 4 wives, and they have so many children because they have 4 wives. This practice, religious practice, conflicts with Christianity or Christian beliefs. So there came many problems between these refugees, immigrants, and native Germans. But once Germans accepted these Islamic people, they couldn't banish these immigrants from Germany forcibly. Germany is a democratic country. The human rights were guaranteed. These immigrants is nothing but the burden of social service. They can't even speak German fluently, but they need social services. And in time, they need pension, they need medical care, they need social services, welfare services. And where does this money come from? From tax, which German people have paid so far. This is why right-wing party or Alternative for Germany, Alternative für Deutschland, such party gained momentum in Germany now. They are now so powerful, influential agent in German politics. So we can't ignore this AfD group or AfD party. But the ideology of this party is sometimes right-wing or extreme right-wing. And sometimes the party members, some of them, cry that Germany is only for Germans and for no other people. Then this outcry reminds us of some Nazi cry. So many of them, many of Germans, as well as many of Europeans, are cautious about this trend of AfD gaining the support. Immigrants plague Germany. This is the reality of Germany. Of course, German people are not willing to talk about it because this is fact. We Japanese people don't have to imitate such wrong policy of immigration. We have to shut down the gate of Japan so wisely, and we shouldn't accept the immigrant from overseas, especially from China, because China is itself anti-Japan country, and the national characters between Japan and Japanese and Chinese is or are so different that we cannot coexist each other, in my opinion. Thank you.